You absolutely need to be on YouTube in 2026. I love coming on here making these videos to start of every year because I was a new year YouTube baby. I started at the end of 2019 and then began to explode onto the scene in 2020. I've always been a creator, an artist, someone who just enjoyed creating, enjoyed being artistic. And at that time, YouTube scared me. I was someone who I thought, let me follow this dream. It was a dream then because it seemed out of reach. At that time, it's crazy because following the YouTube dream ended up leading to so many other dreams like reality TV and brand deals and just growth all over the place. But in so many weird ways, it all started with YouTube. YouTube was the first thing that I chased after and wanted really bad. And I know that there are a lot of creators, a lot of successful, smart, educated, talented people. You forget that YouTube is a spectrum and a universe. So you have your people who are comedic and amplify that and make money on here. You have your people who are smart and teach and amplify that and make money on here. So it's just the spectrum is so wide, and I always think where are the people who never stood up? Where are the people who never took a chance on themselves? Because I remember how I felt in 2019 before 2020. Actually, the reason why it's the end of 2019 is because I was so afraid to start at the beginning of 2020 and be looked at as a New Year cliche. I was younger. I thought about what other people might think about me, which I no longer do. So it was definitely an interesting time for me. But I didn't want people to think oh, as an artist and creator my whole life, oh, here he goes again, the start of a new year, trying something else. Let's see where this goes type thing. So what I did was I privately uploaded on YouTube. I privately uploaded at the end of 2019, right? And I did all these videos because I couldn't decide what a niche I wanted to do. And at that time, I had no real understanding of YouTube. So I didn't even know the power of a niche or what that would be. I didn't know the power of a sales funnel. I didn't know the power of anything. I was just having fun being a creator. And for that reason, I launched what I called a variety channel. So it was just all types of videos uploaded to all of December, and then 2020 started. So when I finally shared my news and my channel to my family and friends, I was already gaining subscribers. I was already had videos under my belt. So it didn't feel like this thing where I had to launch myself and I needed help from my core stability, friends and family to launch me into the world. I launched myself and then I asked them to kind of follow along, which thank God they did. I had a lot of amazing support, and honestly, a lot of the things that I thought oh, let's not start because people are going to think this and think that, people were thinking the opposite. People wanted to see me succeed. People wanted to be on all of my creative journeys with me. So I've always been very lucky in that aspect, which is something I've learned over the past couple of years, that people really are in your corner at times and really do care about you. And there's no need to think the opposite or develop something that's not true. So keep that in mind if you're a creator or in this industry at all. I have all these years under my belt, so I absolutely love this channel, love doing these talks and these things and giving motivation for people who want to start. If you're new to that or new to YouTube, please follow, subscribe, check out my variety channel, link down below too. It's kind of my main channel that I started that I'm talking about right now, where I gained all this knowledge. But when when I started in 2020, I was nervous. I was scared. I've been on stage since I was a kid. I performed lead roles. I learned how to read music and do things that kids shouldn't do. It was just really, really, really cool. I was really lucky to be so talented for so long when I was younger. But YouTube and that power of filming and creating by yourself and editing and posting all on your own without a cast, without a team, without teachers or guidance, it was very different and it was new for me. When it comes to YouTube, it does end up developing to a business, and I knew that at that time too. But there's so much producer work in it. There's so much creator work in it. There's so much behind the scenes and writing and sets and looks and feelings, because when you're creating a video, you want to get a certain purpose across, whether it be entertainment or whether it be informational. You have a purpose that you want to get across. And in order to obtain that purpose, there's so many key elements that you have to tie in together, right? And I had to learn all those key elements on my own. So very quickly, it became a thing I spent half the day learning. I would literally watch videos, tutorials, seminars, so many different things to learn the process of YouTube, learn the channel, learn the business of it, learn the behind the scenes. That's where I learned niche, that's where I learned CPM, that's why I learned about monetization and what it took to get there. And then that obviously became a goal once I found out you can make money from that. Like, again, like this was 6 years ago. So I knew you can make a couple of dollars, but when I did my research and I found out what people were making in different niches and different things, depending on what you do on here, depends on what you make. And it just became so interesting to me. And I began to deep dive into that and really just work hard. I was doing 5 to 6 to 7 videos a day sometimes. So it was hundreds a month, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun to just release so much like creative pent up energy. And with that, I gained like a momentum and I just really locked in as like a creator and performer and ambassador to myself. I began to like manage my own brand deals and manage different things behind the scenes as well as being on camera. And I also made it a point to always try to elevate myself even past what I was doing. So I would wake up early and kind of like map out the day, do my scripting, do my brand deal emails, and I would always try to do like auditions and make sure I stay on the radar for reality TV because that was always a huge deal for me and always a goal as well. I booked reality TV while I was doing YouTube. So it was all so stemming from each other. You know, I chased that one dream and it led to another dream and I was very lucky. And to wrap it around to the beginning of why you should be starting, it's 2026 now. This was 2020. This was me going for my dreams in 2020. That led to making money, led to brand deals, led to creative expression, creative explosion for someone who absolutely needed it. I consider myself like somewhat of a very, very smart, creative person. And if I had never started, if I had never taken a chance on myself, so much would not be out into the world. So many thoughts, so many videos, so many moments, and it would be a tragedy. So I say this wholeheartedly. If you were thinking about it, now is the time. 2026, okay? Artificial intelligence is here. It is here to help you. So there are so many debates of whether it's good or it's bad or it's this or it's not. I'll say this, do not let it take over. Can you make an AI clone of yourself? Yes. Can they perform your videos for you? Yes. Can you script an entire video for YouTube through ChatGPT? Yes, you can do all those things, but YouTube is a place of growth, of personality, uniqueness, and drive. So the more you show you are yourself, the more you separate yourself from the crowd, and not by trying, just by doing, you win. And that is something that took me a while. I, for so long, was watching these videos and absorbing information of what I thought I was supposed to look like or what I thought my channel was supposed to look like. It wasn't until I stopped watching and started creating more that I became myself, that I became a better creator, that I started to see tremendous growth and go viral in so many different ways. And I just was like, wow, I would have thought it'd be that easy. Like, you really just gotta let loose. Like, you can't press record and think of someone else. You can't be in that mindset. You have to literally be coming from the heart. It sounds so cliche, but I truly love like this platform. And as a creator and an artist, I'm grateful that it led to reality TV and a following and so many things to come after that. But if it didn't exist, YouTube, it wasn't here to challenge me, to get me to the next thing, which I don't even know what the next thing after this is gonna be. But if it didn't do all those things for me and elevate me, I would be so sad. So with what we have today, the tools, there's so many things here to assist you in becoming better. And these are the things that like I struggled with. Like, I had to take the time to learn how to manually create a visually appealing thumbnail. Your thumbnail and your title on a YouTube video mean the world to the platform and the algorithm. And that's really sad because sometimes the information or the entertainment or whatever the video may be, it may be golden. It may be so full of life, so full of like everything you may want in that video. But if that title doesn't represent it or is misleading and the thumbnail as well, it will not do well. And that's just the way it is. So I had to study that. I had to learn that. I had to do video after video after video to figure out what that means. There are AI sites now that can do it in 3 seconds, as well as your script. But again, you are not gonna win if you just AI. If you throw everything into AI and call that success, it's not going to work because of how this platform values individuality and uniqueness. And I'm happy for that and it's funny because I did play around with AI Twin. I have played around with those things, and that's how I know that uniqueness will win. And I can't say this for everybody, I can't say this for the future, because AI might grow past what it is right now. It might become something so powerful and so real that you could never tell the difference, type of thing. But where it is right now, where I stand, is I like me. I like my individuality. I like the twerks and the flaws and the things that come with being me. And that's a really powerful sentence, because AI is a really powerful tool. And I have created some really, really cool things on there that represent me and that are stemmed from me and my features and my personality. But when it comes down to it, I'm the creator, and I want to be in charge of the things that I say and how they connect to my heart and how they connect to my voice and how it comes out on camera. And so to have it written or even a facial expression in a photo or anything like that, I like the real thing. So lean into that, lean into the things that make you you, and combine that, top it off with the artificial intelligence. You can do a complete photo shoot of your idea with your set, and then you can tweak it and refine it and polish it with artificial intelligence rather than creating the whole thing with artificial intelligence. Mix the two together. There's so much to help you so that you can focus on the growth of you, the focus of you of a creator, the focus of you monetizing your life and being financially free. Those things you can focus on with the help of artificial intelligence. So starting a YouTube channel or entering this world at this time is the best time to do it than it's ever been. And every year people say that, but it really, really is, because the hard work, you now have assistance for it. If you use AI right, use it as a tool to assist you rather than do everything for you, and you will really succeed. And I'm really, really proud of where I started and how I started, because to learn those things manually and to be a part of this industry for the amount of years I've been doing it, my knowledge comes from a place of I've seen the curve. So it's so right. You know what I mean? And I wanted to come on here and continue. I've already been dropping knowledge along the way, but with there being so many changes and me implementing so many changes into my own creator schedule and lifestyle, I wanted to make sure that I came on here and updated you guys with that new information and just give you a little motivation to start. Like, now is the time. Do not waste it. And I'm putting it out now in December so that you can kind of copy and paste my plan. Make some videos, study some niches, or do like me, start that variety channel of just uploading all of your creative expression onto YouTube. See what happens. It can work a lot like a lottery system where you can upload, and then boom, one of your videos can hit the jackpot and then lead you to monetization in 2 days and hundreds of dollars. It can happen like that, but you have to play the game. You have to play the lottery. Build a subscriber base, create videos. Once your following is subscribing to you and clicking that notification bell, know this: you can get, as a viewer on YouTube, you get 3 notification bells a day. So I always thought of that as 3 times to play the lottery. If I have a specific channel, or I have a great following of people who are very loyal to my videos and are really into me, and I'm grateful for that, if that happens, then that's 3 chances that people are going to tune in and watch, and 3 chances to get views through those notification bells. So use those 3 chances and check them off each day. That consistency and those tries is what's going to make you win. What hurts is you can do those 3 chances a day and flop. You can do 3 times a day for 5 times a week, and they can all be 20 views, 35 views, 62 views. But one day one of them are gonna pop off. And when it does, you will get subscribers. And then when you post videos after that, those subscribers will be there for that next video. It is, when I tell you the word snowball effect is YouTube and YouTube is snowball effect, I just couldn't make that any more clear. It just rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls, but you have to push the ball. So get started today. Like I said, use my map out, use my guide where I start now, silent. You don't have to go on Facebook and Instagram and post my first YouTube video as soon as you post it. Like, build some videos, get to know your audience, like build slowly throughout these next couple of days to weeks. And then in January, when you launch and you show your family and friends, you can be proud of what you have rather than, again, need them to push you up or need that crutch to make you feel like you should be doing it. Do it for you. Do it for you and for the power and the passion of whatever you want to talk about. Remember, you are gonna love what you're talking about. That's gonna be the key. And I'm gonna have a video at the end of this, if you guys wanna click on it or down below, of 50 faceless YouTube video ideas that you can start in 2026, because I know a lot of people may not have confidence, they may not wanna be on camera. You can still have passion about a topic, make money from it, and grow on YouTube consistently by working hard without showing your face. So I wanted to give those 50 ideas first because I was born with charisma, uniqueness, talent, and charm, and I love to talk on camera, I love to be on stage, I love to do all those things, and I now mix that with knowledge, but not everyone has that entertainment aspect to them. So what if someone has the great information and knows how to teach something and doesn't like to be on camera? Faceless channels are for you. So I'm gonna have a list of them down below, and at the video at the end of this, check into that, because those are just some ideas to get started. Start silently, be a silent killer like I was. When I popped up in 2020, no one knew it was coming, because in 2019, I wrote a song, I had a music video uploaded on my channel, I had reactions, I had vlogs, I had gaming, I was showing who I was as a person, and through that, I found myself and I found who I was. And when 2020 hit and I launched publicly, it was the coolest reaction, because it was at that point in my life, it was kind of what people expected from me, was that polished outcome. I couldn't have just been like, I started a channel, like, here's my first video, and then that all there be. And businessly speaking, you want to have multiple channels on your multiple videos on your channel, because whatever video you post first to the world on social media to get them in, if you're doing it right, you should be locking them in. They should be subscribing and they should want to watch the next video that comes after. So if you only uploaded one, what good are you doing for the start of your channel, for the start of your grand opening if there's one there? So take some time to polish. Learn about the banners, learn about the analytics, learn about the thumbnails and the titles and the artificial intelligence and how it can coach you and how it can aid you and how it can add it all together to create your world. Honor your mentors, honor the people who were here before you, and learn so much from them. But always remember, the true power is within you and within your uniqueness and the things that come from your heart. Everything in my life that has been a success and that I've won at has been through and from love and passion. It's the most cliche thing in the world, but like love, passion, and friendship are so powerful. Support is everything. So really, really take the time to nurture the people who care about the things that you're creating, and put that passion back into the things that you create. Make it a circle effect and throw that into the snowball. People deserve this. So I'm happy to make these videos to give some motivation, give some ideas, give some thoughts into people who haven't started yet, because I remember being that person, and I'm much better now that I have, and I know there are others out there, and even better, there are newer generations of people who haven't reached that level of confidence yet, or haven't reached that level of thought where they're like, okay, like I can do this. And to be honest, to give you age reference, I think I 29 when I started my channel. So it took some time. It took some time, you know, in those 20s for me to gain that confidence to reach that point of I can do this. Like, and it was really cool because in my early 20s, I remember looking at the platform like, wow, there's no way. Like I love to be on stage and I love to do this and that, but that is another whole nother world. I could never do that. And then as I got to the end of my 20s, it completely flipped. It turned into, I was meant to do this. I was meant to create a channel and be on here. Now, 6 years later, 8 channels later, I know for sure that I was right and that gut feeling was right. So if you have that gut feeling, lean into it. Start to create the growth, start to create the momentum to lead you to this next chapter of your life, which is going to be life-changing because this is a $1 billion industry. This is a $1 billion platform. This platform pays out billions of dollars to their creators year after year. I don't think people understand that. We're so locked into what we were raised to know, which is like the corporate world, the tech world, the businessman in the suit. That is all starting to fade away. And the new people who are making money, the new people who are changing the world and entertaining lives and being informational beasts are here on YouTube. TikTok's great, Instagram's great, social media is great to help leverage YouTube. In my opinion, YouTube is the goat and the beast of it all. If you're thinking about joining, do it. Check out this video coming up next for the 50 faceless ideas. Check it out in the link down below. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.